Okay, so what we can do now is we've just looked at the edit page, so we can also click the settings page, which, as you know, now will go to a black screen where we've got that meta information. But I'll just show you something else. So what I'm going to do here is click edit, go back into our form, and I can access the settings here, which takes me through to the settings in exactly the same way. Okay, I can click view also, and I can see the page of where this form lives. If it is living on a page, I can see the complete list of pages where this form lives, which helps me go and test. Okay, so if I click one of these, again, it opens up in a new tab. So a few top tips on just getting around and making that testing a little bit easier. So I'm going to click in settings here, which, as you'd expect, takes us to the forms setting area. So let's just have a quick tour of here. We've got the general information at the top. We can anchor down to the submit button. We can anchor down to our notifications, our email notifications. And of course, we've got payments, which we've talked about, and at the bottom we have integrations. Okay, so general information. Well, each form you can give a name. Now just remember, only you and your logged in team see this name. And that's important here so that you can identify which form is which. Well, here we've got our event light, but if you're in marketing or if you're using a marketing agency, they might also create multivariate forms. So they might want to test certain things like reducing the number of fields that you have. Does it increase the conversion rate? You know, that's a very common thing that people are going to test with forms. Less so these days is the button label. You know, historically we'd do a lot of testing on button labels. Like we worked out years ago that if you type in the word submit, you may as well just type in absolutely nothing, because it doesn't make a difference. But these days people know what a button is against a form, so you don't have to be too verbose in your description and your form label. You can just say RSVP, book, buy, maybe next, and people tend to know what it is these days. So don't get wrapped up too much in your button label. I'd say just keep it short and sweet. Now, the other thing is that you can see here we've got lots of colors. Now we are replacing these colors with swatches. That's coming in the second quarter 2023. Why aren't they there now? Well, as you know, Mobile is a system that we built for our own agency, and we're rolling it out now across the world so that the entire world can share these tools that we've built for ourselves. So there's a roadmap of just tying up the last few things to improve the UI. So what we've done as a temporary feature is we've just put a link to the colors area up here so that you can see all of your accents. So it's main, neutral, accent 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then you've got your light and dark. So just use that as a reference for now. If you are watching this as from the second quarter 2023, well, you'll see the color swatches here anyway, not a drop down. Okay, cool stuff. So let's race through each of these colors so that you know exactly what they are. Well, here you can see we've got label color, which is obviously the main label color. Okay, very straightforward. But we've got the field text color. Okay, so this is not the placeholder. Here you can see a placeholder. You could write some descriptive words in here in the placeholder, but when someone types in the text, this is the text color. Okay, so we've looked at the text color there and the placeholder. So text color is after, placeholder is before. Then we've got the field background color. Now on mobile we've got a few different types of forms. So sometimes we've got forms with an actual field with a full black background color, but sometimes we just use an accent line. So this blue accent is accent 1, isn't it? So you can see here that our field background is accent 1. Okay, so pretty straightforward stuff there, and you can see it's the same with the button color that we can control. Notably, with the button color, I'm on my pink accent 6. If I was on my accent 1, which is that lighter sky blue, I might choose to have it in ghost. We know that inline is the size of the button text. Take inline off and it's going to be the full width of the frame. And then mini is a smaller height of a button as well.